Welcome back, Speedromizer community. Just real quick, we are getting set up for our next Touhou block. Now, in case you haven't heard of TRS, Touhou Replay Showcase, I'll tell you a little bit about them. Touhou Replay Showcase is a twice-weekly show featuring Touhou project replays from players of all skill levels, no matter the experience. With 2 streams a week on Saturday and Sunday, you won't have to wait long for your run to get shown either. And if you ever need help, the Discord for the show has evolved over time as a hub for the Touhou gameplay community. Follow the show at twitch.tv/Touhou Replay Showcase and join the community at speedromizer.live/TRS. That's twitch.tv/Touhou_Replay_Showcase. And as somebody that has had their first 1 credit clear shown on TRS, it's pretty good. Just give us a couple of more minutes here. We are getting all set up for that next run. Alright, Speedromizer community, we are all set up for the first run of Touhou Replay Speedromizer block. We are going live with Touhou Perfect Cherry Blossom by Turbo Maya, Lunatic No Bomb, Reimu B. Hopefully I've pronounced that right, and if not, to the TRS community, I apologize. Without further ado, please take it away.
Hello, so my name is Turbo. Right. So Perfect Cherry wait on. I am joined on the commentary with Shodan, my teacher.
Hello. As you can see, she is not the best at the intro, sadly.
Yeah.
That's all good.
And by George.
Hello, EOSD One Trick Pony reporting for duty.
Also the person that runs like half the event.
EOSD Reimu B one trick.
Yes, sounds about right.
Yeah. So we'll actually be randomizing the shot type because we met the donation incentive, if I'm correct. So let me just randomize it right now. I will be excluding Reimu B because that is my main shot type and I want it to be funny. So let me just see. Okay, looks like we've got Marissa B.
Marissa B, nice.
Yeah. Wait, that's exactly it. Right. Are we ready?
Yeah, just give a count. So our lovely stream check will start the timer, and we'll be good to go.
3, 2, 1, go. So PCB starts off with just standing still for 9 seconds or something like that.
Imagine dodging in it.
Yep.
So PCB is actually quite a nice game if you're a new player.
But Turbo, if you have to stand still for 9 seconds, how are you gonna game over in stage 1?
She'll find a way. She'll find a way.
I will find a way. Yeah, but PCB in general is a pretty consistent game. It doesn't really have many overly difficult patterns.
We say that with immediate, for a normal play, but the screen is just immediately full of bullets, by the way. That's
yeah. Like hard stuff, but it's not like the worst. There's definitely much worse stuff in the series.
Yes.
So this game actually has something called cherry borders, and the way they work is whenever you get a border, like a graphic pops up around your character, and hold on.
I'll be the one to explain it. I'll let you showcase focus. So anyway, what Maya was trying to explain is, you see the little cherry counter in the bottom left corner of the screen? When that red number reaches 50,000, as it is right now, you get this, which is we call this simply a border, or a supernatural border if you're really pedantic. And once you have that border, items automatically go towards you, otherwise you have to go to the point of collection, or POC, only when you're full power. And also, during that border, if you get hit, you don't lose a life, but the border breaks, and all the bullets on screen are cleared. It doesn't do any damage, but it does clear away all bullets, which is very helpful, which is essentially a free bomb. And
yes.
And if you're good enough to like chain borders together, like mass spam these things, you get so much leeway. And that's why PCB is what I consider the friendliest beginner game for Touhou. It's either that or Imperishable Knights. Those are the two games that are most definitely the easiest for beginners who have not played Touhou. I know that USD is like the most popular that everyone's familiar with, but it is not the best to start with.
Yep, I'm fully self-aware, but I started off with a really hard game. But yeah, one important thing to notice is that breaking a border generally by the survival community, like the top-level survival runs, is considered the same as a miss. In fact, for under Touhou World Cup rules, which hopefully we will see Touhou next year in Touhou World Cup, under a different category, not this game, unfortunately.
A scoring category, mayhaps, maybe.
But yeah, generally at the once you get to super high level Touhou survival, you also want to avoid third conditions. For example, a border break, as we've just mentioned, would be something called a third condition. And that is why we have, the standard LNN, Lunatic, No Miss, No Bomb abbreviation. But also for games that are third condition, there might be a second N. So LNNN for Lunatic, No Miss, No Bomb, No Third Condition, whatever that no third condition may be.
Or if you're playing Touhou 18, there's also a fourth N.
That would be 17, it would be Wily Beast.
No, that's why.
That would be, yeah, Wily Beast, yeah, my mistake.
Only game with 2 special conditions, which is wild.
Anyway,
but here's Chen.
Yeah, Chen is a pretty... She can be a bully. Let's just say that much.
Well, her main
not
fight
here,
mostly.
really.
Her main
oh my god, I'm doing like no damage.
Well,
this might take a while.
This is just streaming, really.
It is, but like, Marissa B does not deal as much damage as I thought she would.
Streaming with minor inconvenience mentioned, let's go.
Gastarius not here, someone has to steal his lines here, right? I was the first one to do it.
Yeah. Also, I don't think we explained how you raise the C+, Cherry Plus number.
Yes, so we didn't.
So, oh my god, I'm getting I'm dropping frames.
We're good.
Yeah. Basically, the way you increase them is you collect cherry items. Those are the pink squares dropping from the enemies on the screen. Those increase your cherry. Important thing to note is that capturing spell cards also increases how much they are worth by, I think, 100.
Yes, 100 per spell card.
So towards the end of the game, we will just be spamming borders left and right.
Also, imagine dodging the shmup.
Yeah, all of that is aimed around you, so you can just stand still. And for this, you just tap once.
A lot of patterns in Touhou games are like that, where it sounds completely overwhelming, and then you find out, oh, you just have to tap once and left. But yeah, Chen is the first kind of 50-50 where Turbo could really die. Chen has some hard patterns, and she can mess you up sometimes.
Yep. So
mainly the one hard one, really.
I mean, Spell 1 and Final can be pretty funky.
Yeah, both Spell 1
that's what I said, the final one. That's the one that...
I mean, this can be funky as well. I'm getting no cherry. So, the second way that you can get cherry is... You can actually see it right now, right here. Whenever you shoot a boss, or an enemy in general, you actually gain a bit of cherry. The amount it increases is... Sorry, you increase it with unfocused. Focus does a little bit less. So that's one more way to get cherry. You can also control your cherry gain with that. And the fourth way is for star items. So star items are items that are generated whenever bullets stop existing. That is called a cancel. And those star items in this game have, what is it called? A cherry. Like, they just give you a cherry. So big underscore cancels equals big underscore score. Which is something we didn't explain, but borders also are a scoring mechanic.
Yeah, but that's not going to be very relevant here.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, this is the rough baron.
That is just on me. That is just on me. Alright, I guess I'm not making George go broke.
Yeah, that was, I guess, technically the kind of like last chance for LNN, because the next one isn't gonna be Lunatic, no bomb.
So, unfortunately for Driferano, we are not going to be seeing Soloyomu. Unless someone donates. Donate now to see Soloyomu. Make Driferano happy.
Or you encourage Driferano to pay up. He really wanted for 3 months to see Soloyomu. He better cough up the dough.
I think they said that they have only like $5 to donate.
But yeah, for those unaware, I had a little bet going on with the entire TRS community that if anyone was going to Lunatic Perfect live at Speedromizer, I was going to donate 150 euros.
You were also going to donate if you break a third condition.
Yeah, if
except a lower amount.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, unfortunately we did not see that.
This section as shot types that aren't... Sorry, as Marisa shot types is pretty rough sometimes on this stage.
Marisa B actually does. She has piercing. Marisa A doesn't get anything.
The piercing doesn't deal much damage.
But it does help somewhat. Let's just put it that way.
It's mostly on the final boss.
Yeah, but we have ways to go there. So
yeah, we have like probably an additional... What the fuck?
One thing about the PCB, for a game, it's very long.
Yeah, this game is like really, really long. It's like 30 minutes over.
So when there's a little event that I hosted in the past. It's kind of like on hiatus right now, but I will plan to bring it on again. It's called Enjoyers Cup, where people just get 1.5 hours, and then whatever run they have going at the end is just their final run. If there is a reason, Perfect Cherry Blossom is always usually the last game to finish by someone during the Enjoyers Cup.
This spell is also not disgusting this time. It's really nice. Right, time for the hard section. I am not managing the stage correctly.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
You should be good. Oh. Okay,
I'm fine.
You're good.
I'm fine.
Nice.
So that was the one section...
Yeah.
So that's the one section where not having spread or any like stage controls is a really big issue.
Yes, either of Marisa's shot types don't have any range. Marisa A compensates by having the strongest focus shot in the game, but Marisa B doesn't get that. Her damage is pretty lackluster. She's generally considered like the worst shot, according by TWC standards anyway.
Well, of course Touhou would roll the worst shot by the
No, the worst shot would have been Sakuya B, only because I don't know the micro strat for a single pattern.
Anyways, Alice is a pretty big wall for newer players, especially ones for Lunatic.
You can win. Oh, yeah.
This card especially. This is just actually static but randomly rotated, but it's actually much more difficult than what I just made it out to be.
I was lost in the commentary, so I'm sorry.
But yeah, Alice is definitely, this is where the difficulty of the game, again, every Touhou game, you know, has incremental difficulty, and Alice is where the difficulty really starts spiking up, and this is where...
What am I doing?
She forgot the route, but she recovered at the last second.
There is no route for this spell.
This is what we call the gorilla route.
This is what we call the gorilla game mode.
I call it man mode.
We are now gorillaing.
Yeah, we are now big monkey.
I call it man mode personally. Show that you're a man, you don't need any strats. You grab them by the horns and break the game.
Anyways, so the reason why Kong Strong is the favorite drink of Touhou players is mainly because because we're all gorillas.
Oh boy, what is TRS talking about now?
We're filling out the entire TRS commentary bingo. Yeah, I love it.
Okay, maybe we should go back to trying to be more professional. I know that's not going to be lasting super long, but
Good luck, just good luck.
Yeah, good luck, good luck. So here comes the Alice final. It's usually the worst pattern in the entire fight. At least for me. Never mind, that's just me running into a bullet.
Just like running into bullets on Eternity in stage 1? Come on.
Oh no. Okay.
Well, this is not stage 1, so it doesn't apply.
Yes,
so,
but still.
contrary to what you may think, 3 deaths out of stage 3 is not the end of the world, because Perfect Cherry Blossom also gives you a little bit more lives than
this
other
game
games.
gives you, like, I think 11 lives.
Yes. Especially if you get a lot of point items during the stage 4 section. So this scheme is very interesting when it comes to getting lives. Most of your lives you get by collecting a point item. So on the right side of the HUD you can actually see a little thing that says point. Right now it says 216 by 300. And when that number reaches the next number, so when we reach 300 point items here, Turbo will get another extent. Turbo will get another life. And this is why stage 4 portion.
Portion.
George has gone full German.
This is why Terraria did...
Terraria?
This is why the stage 4 portion is really important, because there's lots of point items being dropped, but you have to know when you can go at the top of the screen to collect them all, because it's really easy to mess up your route here and die if you like fail to kill one of these enemies here.
I'm also Marissa, so I can just do this because of the movement speed and damage output. Contrary to what Shodan said about this shot type, Marissa B actually does decent damage. It's just that she has bad stage control.
She's not that, let's just say, Reimu B and Marissa A outclass her.
Yeah. So her damage is really hyper-focused. If you like look where her, where she's shooting, it's in a really narrow area. So if you line that up with whatever you want to kill, perfect, it's gonna die. But you move like 2 pixels to the right and suddenly you're not doing damage anymore.
Yeah. That's forward focus in a nutshell.
And unlike Reimu B, she can't shotgun unfocused.
That is true. She can shift spam if I remember correctly, but I'm not gonna do that. Unless you wanna... Unless that's gonna come through my mic and that's gonna be like hilarious.
Also, for a scoring player, the point item collection is pretty weak. I usually get a near very 450 by Lily White, which is the mid-boss coming after.
Yeah. This is a route. And
a route with RNG, because the spam's coming up, and that's RNG. That's just pure skill. And how she's gonna do? Okay, good.
Nice.
And now she's gonna be timing at the shooting it down at a specific point, because the stage continues as you fight the mid-boss, and by killing at a specific time, you go into precise stage section that you want. If, for example, she killed the Lily White earlier, she would have been dumped earlier in the stage, and she may not have the routes for it. And you generally want routes immediately after a mid-boss.
Yes.
Oh, why am I shooting this down? Whatever.
You can. It's safe.
And this also has nice implications for this being a speedrun marathon, as in we literally don't lose any time. It is still, after all, we are at a speedrun marathon here.
I don't remember which character in this game is the fastest. I only remember that Rainway is the slowest.
Also, this portion of the song, oh my god.
Marissa, because Sakuya's movement speed is the same as Reimu's.
No, I mean like slowest as in time to beat.
Ah, then I don't really know. Maybe Sakuya B? Maybe
By
Marissa
the way, can
A,
we at the end of the stage, can we get the game audio raised and all just be silent for a second for like the kind of sound design of this entire game when the stage ends? And just all listen to, how Zune designs, the music for this game and everything. Because Zune makes the music first for these games, and then the game, which just leads to really amazing, results, especially at the end of the stages.
Yeah. So after this,
let's raise the game audio here and just all listen to this. It's beautiful.
What am I doing?
Oh, rip! Just listen to this. What a beautiful ending.
But unfortunately, you have to wait here for a while.
Yeah, that is how you end a stage.
Oh wait, I have not practiced this non-spell.
That's a problem.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
we're gonna monkey mode this.
We are full gorilla. Alright, let's see.
Oh wait,
that's a pretty low rank though.
Fortunately I'm low rank because I got hit, so Oh yeah, there's a rank mechanic in this game that we didn't explain.
Oh yeah, this is the...
Basically, whenever you survive for a long time, there's like a rank that increasing in the background that makes the game, like, changes how the panels behave. It's meant to make the game more difficult the longer you survive. And
keyword meant.
Yeah, man. It does make some funny stuff, mainly in the OSD.
But because in PCB, the ranks doesn't really come into play that much.
Yeah, it's basically only that spell.
Really?
Sorry, not spell, non-spell.
Okay, so I'm gonna explain the boss very quickly. We have 3 different sisters, and which one you shoot down depends on which one you fight later on. She's shooting down Lyrica because she's the easiest to deal with, and you should be the one doing it, or you can be a complete idiot like me and do Lunasa every time, but we don't talk about that. I just started using Lunasa because for my very first Lunatic 1cc, which was Lunatic No Bomb actually, which was PCB with border breaks, I picked Lunasa because I wanted to do the hardest one. That was my way of thinking. Since
I will say this, Lunatic No Bomb for a first Lunatic clear is kind of nuts.
Yeah. I would also
Lunatic,
like to quickly point...
I did the USD before PCB, so...
Huh.
I'd also like to quickly point out that, like,
the game. Okay.
Canonically speaking, the music that you're hearing is being played live by the Prison River Sisters in the lore of the game. You are literally they're blasting you with music as you're fighting them.
So who's playing the guitar? Because there's guitar in the song, and I don't see a guitar Prison River. Maybe that's Layla.
I want to shout out UI70 for having like 17 different versions of this song.
I mean,
single dojin, by the way. The spell is pretty funky. I don't like this spell. It was pretty nice RNG wise though.
Yeah,
it was pretty easy.
Concerto Grosso is a card that can just decide to form walls. We saw like it can form walls, and you have to decide where you go around them or through them. And if you go through them at the wrong time, and the sisters decide to shoot wrongly for the next wave, well, you're in a world of hurt.
Sometimes they also just shoot like hyperspeed bullets.
Yes, especially like hyperspeed bullets when you don't want them to.
So this is completely memorized.
Yeah, this is a full-on stage route.
Second gap, third
if there's
gap.
anything to read or announce, DJ, this would be a perfect time, you know, if we want to talk about the charity quickly.
Yeah, this is all like memorized. I shouldn't be dying here unless I like have a brain fart.
Here, DJ.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm just mesmerized by perfect cherry blossom right now. QMUNITY has been built by and for queer, trans, and two-spirit communities since 1979. Today, their leadership continues to create and build an organization that supports everyone within two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender, queer, intersexual, and asexual communities across British Columbia through support, connection, and leadership. With your support today, QMUNITY is able to ensure that no one in British Columbia gets left behind. And this is an amazing run. So
Turbo would disagree, but let's not.
I honestly kind of don't care. As long as I get to show off the game, I'm fine.
We should explain this. This pattern is aimed where you start, where like your position is at the start. So Turbo starts off by being above Yomo here, and that will misdirect the like entire first wave of it. But unfortunately, we can't do that for the second part. But it should die before it gets any different.
The most important part is that just so that you don't have the overlap of the first like 2 waves with the aim stuff, other aim stuff. So mid-spell is pretty. This can be pretty funny.
Yeah, this stacks up multiple waves, and you have to do some very intense.
Also visibility here.
Yeah, and visibility. All the bullets turn white, so it's hard to see, you know, things. Whoa! Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, that's just. So there's one thing we didn't mention, that PCB has tiny hitboxes.
I say tiny hitboxes, but I argue that sometimes hitboxes in PCB are a suggestion, not a reality.
That too.
Yeah, that's basically how you can. Okay, that's a border break.
That's fine, though. No life.
That's fine. Yeah, it's a border. That's what border is there for.
So I think right now we're sitting at 3 miss 1 border break.
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
I think you LN'd Prison Rivers, so
I did. Yeah.
So yeah, it's 3 miss, one border break right now.
So we're going to be doing the Yomu misdirect again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the same
so-
thing with the mid spell, just a bit more complicated, but still.
Yeah.
The same stuff applies. You misdirect it to the top, and then you can shoot her down.
It is also worth to mention that you can manipulate the boss movement with on which side of the boss you're staying. If you're like, let's say, on the left side of the boss will go left.
The only
Unless they're like right next to a wall, then they will move the other way. So HGS, this pattern can be very funny.
Yeah, this is one. Oh my god, it's an amazing dodge, by the way, Turbo. I know it's really hard to call. Oh my god, Turbo, how are you alive? No, what?
What?
I know it's.
Oh, come on!
That would have been a crazy.
Screw you, Yomu! Screw you!
That was on me.
Wow,
I relaxed too early.
I can't really like state how amazing those first 2 dodges were, though. By the way, that was wild. Oh my god.
Elgat Sword does actually force those on pretty consistent basis. I will say that.
Yeah.
I like a good health sword comp looks absolutely amazing. Pretty much.
So Asura Sword. This is another very awkward pattern.
I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't consider that awkward. It's the same upside down, which, by the way, like a little self-promotion. I was dumb enough to do this game with the upside down screen, LMB, Lunatic No Bomb. I abused the hell out of Borders for it.
I thought I could squeeze underneath.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I was the dumb crazy enough to actually do this upside down LMB. It's okay, Dave.
So this pattern doesn't exist either way. Sorry, I mean it's the same upside down as the other way around. Like
it's actually easier.
Is it?
Yes, because the rain is actually falling in the normal order. The aim doesn't matter.
I guess I've played Hidden Star enough to like have the.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, Hidden Star does have a lot of behind bullets because.
I'm gonna need to restream this.
Yep.
That's a very awkward read.
Ooh, good dodging, good dodging. Alright, we have a border now, so you're not gonna lose a life if you get hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
So now, this spell is funny. You really want to be aggressive. You want to dodge through it, you don't want the pattern to dodge you. And
there are some exceptions when it can be done, but generally, yes.
Yeah, it can go down to back it up, but
that's only for emergencies. Like, if you cannot go through.
That dodge I did there on the bottom was, I didn't see a way through it, so I just waited until it would expand more.
Oh, you're almost too high.
Yeah. I'm also going to be like manipulating Yomu's movement here, so I kill it in a reasonable amount of time.
And also she can be at different vertical heights, which can make the pattern harder if she goes low. But yeah, so it's a Yomu 1 miss. We take that.
So we're 2 miss.
1 miss, 1 border break.
Oh right, 1 miss, 1 border break. Right, you're right.
So we're coming up on the most notorious section of the game. If I cap this with the worst shot type for this is gonna be awesome.
Yep. This is the famous spam section. This is basically, like, as I've said before, every Touhou game has its one absurdly hard part. This is it. Let's see a capture here. Full focus.
Oh, okay, that was a micro I was not going to make.
And this is this section is so bad that professional microrunners in TWC actually played through the entire game up to this point without collecting full power.
Power cancel strat.
And and during stage section, after killing some enemy, they can power cancel to make that section easier. That's how much of a pain this section really is, and how much effort others put through so they won't need to do that section.
It also just goes to show how much more consistent the rest of the game is.
Yes, because if something like, I don't know, EOSD or LOL-K had that, I think they probably just take it on the chin and do it normally.
Yep. Which, if you don't know, EOSD has books, which is essentially the same thing except different.
But it's in stage 4, not in stage 6.
Yeah, and it doesn't allow you to cancel.
How George wishes if that were the case. Anyway, Yuko for a stage 6 boss is pretty darn relaxing.
She is very consistent. She doesn't really have crazy RNG variants, except for like maybe one pattern. Just like in general,
yeah,
she's pretty nice. and since I'm playing Marisa B, that will become very apparent why Marisa B is really good on her.
Not yet,
well,
but that's gonna be coming up.
After this button.
Just don't be me and don't die to it, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you died to this pattern.
Yes, on my one
miss
attempt. I went completely berserk on that.
I don't have the speed to. I don't have the damage here. I'll do one more.
You actually could have.
Yeah, it's better to take safe. So
and now we get to see.
Marisa B has a piercing laser, and the fan also counts as a hitbox. So you essentially just deal twice, like 1.5 times damage to Yuyuko because the fan exists.
As long as you hit her and the fan at the same time. If you don't hit the fan, you're still doing reduced damage. But if you hit her and...
Here's like where the damage comes in.
You might...
I might be out of... I might not have enough damage.
No, you should be fine, you should be fine, you should be fine. It's almost
No, I'm good. So I'm gonna spin this.
Oh, yes. So, what she's doing right now is a variation what I think the score runners do. Like, it's not the score runner strat, it's a safer variation of it, but it is 100% consistent, and it is fully a route. It might look intimidating, but it is very consistent, surprisingly. You just have to know when to start
There's like
spinning
one
in the wrong...
scary dodge. So like,
also, this generally takes a bit of a time.
Yeah, it takes more than a regular capture, but I misdirected it poorly. Yeah, I misdirected it badly. Power cancel.
Yep.
And a cherry board.
This just shows the lack of hitboxes on bubbles. Like,
yep.
Let's just say if that was USD, you're gonna hit instantly. But
aren't the bubbles
PCB,
like 20 pixels compared to EOSD's 32?
I think it's like 5 pixels sometimes. Like, they don't have a hitbox. Like, PCB's hitboxes are a suggestion, not a reality.
So this spell is a route with slight variance. It's mostly a movement check.
Yes, this spell real.
What am I doing?
What?
That is a death you should not expect there.
Okay, that's unexpected. I did not
throwing.
expect
that. Yeah, I am throwing so hard.
Oh no. And you're knowing.
Please see. Alright. I think I'm gonna get an extend on final.
As long as you get there.
Yeah, that is true. I still have like a bunch of partners to get there.
But thankfully, we call this the retirement mod. Basically, if you get hit, you need to retire. So, and Turbo did game over once to it, so we'll see
I
what
did.
happens here.
It was with a different character as well. So this is taking a while. So this route is another. Sorry, this spell is another route.
Hirokawa, the positive of Hirokawa is just streaming, but you have to know where to start.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
literally
memorized streaming. That's all that it is.
Also,
and for those who don't know what streaming is, it's whenever a large volume of bullets is aimed at you and just move in a single direction, it will like all miss you. It's like one of the basics of.
So shame that you don't get a border. You could unfocus graze like crazy.
What? What am I doing? All right. So we game over. We're using a continue. 2cc. I have something for 2cc's. All right.
At least it's not in stage 1.
Exactly. I honestly don't really care about that. I just want to show off the game. So like.
Yeah, it's still a cool showcase, and honestly, like 2cc at a marathon is still like it's absurd to comprehend how difficult this game is, and 2cc at a marathon is good.
That was funky from my side there.
This spell is actually the one sort of semi-random spell that she has. The aim parts are the same as long as you move the same way, but the pedals are not, and those are the main problems. You want to move in certain ways sometimes, and you just can't.
So I don't think we care if we capture this, so I'm just gonna do the thing.
Okay.
The thing. Alright, so this is the final card of the game. This is a timeout. Collectively known, if a shmup game has a timeout as a final card, it's also usually referred to as a TLB. Now, fun fact, I don't know what TLB stands for, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask.
True last boss. Alright.
Oh, we're doing border chaining!
I almost... Okay, this is barely bordering. There you go.
Oh my god, we're doing the border chain strat, I love this.
Yeah, so the way this works is Yuyuka drops cherry items. Oh my, I don't have enough. I have to... Yeah. Yuyuka drops cherry. Yuyuka drops cherry items. And whenever a border break happens, all the bullets on screen turn into cherry petals, which also increase your cherry plus. And if you manage to get enough, you can just border borders. Wait, no, chain borders, not border borders.
Do get ready for ending
blocker. You can just cheese this pattern like this.
That is time.
Also time.
And do get ready for ending blocker.
Oh, okay, I should have submitted an ending blocker.
Okay, the time is nearly 32 minutes.
GG's.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, let's enable ending blocker here. And we should be good to go.
We get the bad ending.
Yeah, we get the bad ending,
but we still have to hide it because Zune does not want to show the even the bad endings. So the
wait, I cannot save. I cannot save.
Oh yeah,
yeah, you can't save the replay.
We can remove the ending blocker again. So Zune, I want to elaborate on that. He wants you to experience the endings of the games yourself, and so we as a community, whole community as a whole, just kind of agree we're not gonna be live streaming these endings, right? It's a request from Zune, and we honor the requests of our Lord and Savior. But
the drunk
no,
one
seriously. This game, this entire game series, the like however many games are in this Touhou project series, like whether it's like 20 million, like however many games there are. Dozens of games is all developed by one person, by Zunya Otter, and
19 caps. That's pretty good, generally.
I was wondering why I was so low on cherry.
He has he made a kind of like, I guess, game studio quotation where he made a company. It's a one-man team called Team Shanghai Alice, and that is who develops these games, one person, which is wild when you consider how many characters there are. Oh, we're trying spam again, let's go.
Yeah, I'm doing spam with the easiest character just to show the contrast.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, it's hard to comprehend the difference for a normal person, but just to elaborate, there's a lot less bullets compared to what Turbo was dealing with very earlier. Because her homing, the homing of the
This is
shot.
like half of the stuff that she had to go through.
And if I go back to my SB, like, look at this.
Yeah. There's just so many more bullets. Whoa. But yeah, that's cool, right?
Come on!
Damn! Honestly, we are pretty far ahead of schedule here. Okay,
what you can do basically is showcase Turbo, if you can showcase why you picked Lyric instead of all two others, because those two, you can start from Lunan spells. From the third non spells. Lunas and
yeah.
I don't actually know what. Oh, it's this one.
It's the one I usually go with.
Yeah, but even after that, this is a wild idea, and I would obviously I would have to ask DJ for this, right? I know you're on the call, DJ. Turbo, how do you feel about doing an Iron Extra scoring run?
I would need to switch internet because I don't think I will have enough.
No, you will have enough because like I calculated that earlier. I think you will have enough mobile data left.
This is aimed. All these are aimed. Essentially, what you want to do is aim two sets at one side, then aim two at the other, and repeat.
So, do I just stop right now and go for an Iron X round?
That would be up to DJ.
How much time do we have?
We have the next one is scheduled to start in 30 minutes, and Iron Extra takes like, what, 15 minutes?
Yeah, the run is 15 minutes, but I will probably have to reset a bunch.
I don't think we should reset. Just
oh my goodness gracious, what is going on?
This is why we went for the other sister.
Yeah, I don't have a route for that. Then there is
Maryland.
Do you want to
Maryland.
try a one-shot, you know, Iron Extra? Wearing one after?
I could try, yeah.
What do you think, DJ?
I got no problem with that. That or there's the option that I told you about.
I mean, Iron scoring would be wild. Like, I feel like the people deserve to see
That would also lead us into the next run.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Alright.
So I have no clue what this pattern is. All I know it is technically aimed.
Yes, and you start at the wrong side. Good luck.
Also, that movement manip is not working. Oh wow.
This is a complete clusterfuck. But somehow she's doing it.
Okay. That wasn't that bad. Alright. Do we switch games now?
Yeah, let's
Yes.
go. Iron
Okay.
Extra. Alright, I'll get the Note CG updated. For our
Alright,
audio tech, we may have to slightly rebalance the game. And Turbo, you may have to set the game capture on the runner OBS to Iron.
Yep, that too. Let me check how much mobile data I have left.
You should have enough.
Oh! It goes over 5 gigabytes, what the hell? I think I might not have enough, so I'm gonna switch to the other internet, hopefully...
Wait, hold up. Did you say you already used 5 gigabytes?
I don't know how much I used.
How much data do you have left? Because Turbo's streaming from mobile internet right now, because it's more stable for her.
I honestly don't know. I think my plan is usually just 5 gigabytes for a month, which honestly, I don't use my phone.
And how much have you used so far?
It shows that I've used 5 gigabytes, but my internet's still pulling.
I mean, worst case. I mean, if your stream goes down, your stream goes down. I say just keep
If my
streaming on
stream goes
mobile.
down, we just restart the stream.
Alright, so
yeah, my game is quite a bit
extra scoring. Solar Rainbow, right? 15-minute or 20-minute estimate.
So input game, game capture, properties. Where's? Oh. There's the executable. There we go. So if I, and then I just. There you go.
Yeah, just don't add another source, just switch the existing game capture and we should be good to go.
Do you see?
We do see it on stream, you just need to switch back to the output game and then
Yeah,
we should
I'm
be...
on output game, yeah.
We're good. Don't forget to start your screen share as well.
Oh, right, that too.
I'm glad we get to do this, that's actually really cool, because Turbo has been grinding this run forever, and this is the run I was hinting at, that she might show off at next Touhou World Cup if things permitting.
I will most likely get my ass beaten by this category. I am... This category is massive.
Beat, but eventually you will get back to it. You will get...
I will eventually get world record. For those who don't know, I am currently the second place holder for this category.
Okay.
Alright, so scoring. This is wild. I think we'll just let you explain most of the things, because scoring is wild.
So, the easiest way to explain this run would be big cancels and unfocused movement.
Big underscore cancel.
Yeah, big underscore cancel. So whenever you... So these... so the enemies in this game should have what's called a familiar. And whenever they explode, they give you time. And time turns into point item value, which then in turn turns its score.
Yep. It's these purple blobs that you see whenever an enemy dies.
And so that's one way to obtain it. Just kill the enemy to cancel their familiars, which then turns into time. The other way to turn time to get time, as a solo human shot specifically, I am not cancelling properly. I'm lost in the commentators. The other way is to shoot. So whenever I am above 80% human, on the gauge on the bottom left, I get time for every bullet that hits the enemy. That is a trash cancel. I need to focus a little bit. So the issue with being in a human gauge is that you have to unfocus a lot, because every single time you are focused and collect a time orb, it switches you back to the other side of the gauge, which is yokai. So it is very important that we keep ourselves unfocused while collecting time. Which is where the main brunt of the difficulty comes from.
Yeah, because if you're not focused, then you move faster, and that means micro-dodging is a lot harder.
Yeah. So we are essentially playing the game on like way harder difficulty. This is also an extra. This is also one of the extra harder extras in the entire series. So the number in the okay. So one more thing about human gauge. So whenever you're in a human, you get double the PIV. That means our point item value is double. So we really want to collect items while in human, because that will give us twice as much score for every item. And that makes
but
a
because
massive
it's a solo shot, the solo human shot, what determines if we're human or not is just our focus state.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, because this game isn't based like character design, it's actually based around teams. So like you can't even play a solo shots before you like when you start off the game.
I think you have to get final B with every single shot type.
Yes, you have to.
Oh.
Okay, that's a really bad meteor. That loses like a lot of score. We'll roll with it.
Yeah, it's a one-try scoring one. So scoring, unlike survival, where survival you can host competitions with one-shot attempts. Hello, I've done so. To a survival open. Scoring is a thing that's just impossible to do.
I messed this up. Oh no, the items.
Oh no.
So
yeah, scoring is one of these things where one tiny mistake, unlike survival, where one mistake is just like, one extra miss, right? Scoring one tiny error can cost you the entire run immediately.
This is especially true in this category. This failing.
I think.
Is that the mobile internet going poof?
I think so.
It may have been the mobile internet going poof. All right, we'll get Touhou back up soon. Hopefully, she recognizes that her internet has gone down. That's unfortunate. Yep, signal lost. Let's go. That was her internet going poof. Hopefully, she recognizes that her internet has gone down. I'm surprised that like her data went, because like I calculated this and she should have had more than enough data.
Most likely there are some variables that she did not know about, how much internet it was using, and it led
Perishable night.
I think.
Alright, whenever you get to go, you're not live on stream right now, we're still live on stream, because your stream is not live, but yeah, we have Touhou back in the call here, we can hear her at least. Stream it now. Yeah. I don't think we need to. I think Turbo's gonna be back soon. And in the meantime, you got me and Shoten talking. If we have donations, or like, yeah. While we're at it, tell us, DJ, what we're raising money for.
Yeah, so we are raising money for QMUNITY. QMUNITY is British Columbia's queer, trans, and two-spirit resource center, providing a safe space for two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersexual, and asexual folks and their allies. They improve the lives of their communities and provide them with support through an array of programs and services like its youth, seniors, and older adults counseling, employment, and information and referrals program and services. They help connect folks through volunteer opportunities and peer support groups. QMUNITY also provides education services and queer inclusivity training through publications, one-on-one consultations, and interactive workshops. And if that sounds like an amazing cause to donate towards, ! Donate. Let's get your donations in.
All right, yeah, hit that donate command, hit that donate link, and we are back on stream, Turbo. Let's continue this run. That's fine.
Oh no, current. I think
the screen share is having a little bit of issues, but that's fine. The main stream, I think, is doing okay. We've just increased the stream delay to 15 seconds, by the way, to account for Turbo's internet sometimes being a little bit unstable, so you may have seen a jump there.
We need to sing Dendra Live for this one. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round.
Otherwise known as Night Spin. This is the original Night Spin, by the way. Oh, the game audio is doing things apparently. We may have to slightly mute the game audio. It's fine. We can just lower the game audio.
Yeah, this is the problem with scoring, is like every tiny mistake can just permanently like mess up any chances you might have. It is like... Yeah, it's similar to like Moth scoring, where one run can just completely ruin everything.
We're gonna have to... I don't know what's going on with the game audio, but we might have to completely mute it. There's something going on with the game audio on stream. No, you're... I think you're audible.
It's like...
Oh, no, it's your voice as well. Let's pause the run here quickly, Turbo. Let's pause the run here quickly, and we'll get this... we'll get your stream restarted.
Please don't, it's so funny. They don't want to.
Minor technical difficulties, but we're getting this run shown to y'all. We're getting this run shown to y'all. We're restarting the stream right now. Okay, let's hope that everything recovers from here.
Am I audible?
We're good.
Well, audible?
We should be good to go back, yeah. We should be good to go back.
Yeah. So... I know this is a train wreck. I'm hoping for at least double.
Hey, you have a goal at least.
Yeah.
Sure, we're never gonna get a world record, but hey, you can get something.
Yeah, at least I can get something.
Unfortunately, the next spell card has some pretty unfortunate imagery in terms of like.
Yeah, don't don't think about it. It's like for a split second.
It's not gonna be what you think it is. It's something called the manji. It's a very interesting symbol in Japanese Buddhism. It represents the sun.
It's a rather unfortunate thing for Western audiences.
Yeah, I remember basically there was like a...
Let's clarify this on stream. This is the other direction. Let's clarify that on stream, by the way, because this symbol... Okay, I'm German. I get to give you this history lesson. That symbol was used by Hinduism and other like Buddhism and other like religions before it got... We're not gonna talk about this. Next topic.
Yep, we're not gonna talk about it.
And this game was developed in Japan, so like, yeah.
It's just Zun being a little bit detached from the Western audience.
It's like he's Japanese.
I wonder why. Yeah, exactly.
But guys, you're not just learning runs here. You get to learn history.
Why did I do that? Oh, at least I death bombed in human. Zero focus. Okay, so the thing about bombing in this game is that it, depending on if you're focused or unfocused, it changes which gauge you go towards. When you focus, you go towards yokai, and when you unfocus, you go towards human. The only difference here is that if you get a hit and you bomb, which is called a death bomb, you lose an additional bomb in this game, and you also go from to the opposite side of the gauge, which, if you're focused, it puts you back at human. So yeah, also right now I have no bombs, and the run's about to get into the harder part of the boss fight. Should I try to cap non-8 once that happens? What am I doing?
Oh no. I mean,
this is not too funny, probably.
Let's just try and make the score as good as we can, given restrained reaction.
Yeah, this just goes to show, even if you are like very well practiced, this game will kick your ass. What am I doing?
Yeah. Running into bullets, that's what you're doing. Do I have to spell it out to you, Turbo? Come on. You can use your eyes to visualize what's going around and make judgments off of that. You can do that, right? Right?
Oh wait, I don't have the damage here.
Oh no.
Whatever shall you do?
Bullshit my way out of this situation.
Okay, that was close.
That was, by the way, that was the first time I had to do this backup.
Welcome to the... Did you like the previous non-spell? Well, here you go, but a bit faster.
The next one will be a bit faster as well. So here comes the worst spell card in the game. Well, not game, in the run.
Yeah.
So we are playing Solar Reimu. We have Solar Reimu, which means we have terrible damage output. This shot is pretty weak. And we also have to unfocus for this. Yippee!
I just remember this spell with the RTX mod, how it was impossible to see anything because the bloom from the fireballs was so massive that it covered up the entire screen.
We've lost like 3 different spells. We've lost a lot of items. We've lost essentially like way too much score. Yeah, that was a nasty wave as well. Can I POC, please?
Nope.
Anyway, so at this point I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it.
Go for the cap. Cap non-8, let's go. Oh! Aw! This is an incredibly difficult non-spell. It is the kind of like survival check of the entire run. If you could consistently cap that non every time, I think there's like something like 10 million gain or something that you can gain from that. But even the world record holder Paintball will use a bomb on that non-spell.
Well, the reason why it gains you 10 million is because resource bonus at the end of the run. It gives you 10 million for a bomb. And for context, Pingvol is a player that has been playing the game for longer than me. He's been playing the game for 19 years, I think, at least. At least that's his oldest world record. I just want that to sink in.
And IN came out 20 years ago. They've been playing, since 2005?
I think his oldest world record was like 2005?
If it's 19 years ago, it has to be.
I think around there.
What date did exactly IN came out?
I have no clue. But yeah, this spell is mostly a route. It's still very awkward. Well, I say it's a route, it's general idea of a route for me.
I mean, technically what you could do is just, I mean, if you're really ballsy, you can just do the no restream strat on that, but I don't think that's...
For humans, it's less valuable.
Yeah.
Because you, for context, the other side of the team, the yokai side, yokais get time from grazing, which means that streaming section, it's incredibly lucrative for them. So, you know.
I also like how just Moko just looks at you in the background with her blank stare.
That is true. I also like how she has a very pointy nose.
Final spell?
There is the final, but there's also one last spell. Unless I've messed up. Unless I don't get the requirements for it.
But officially, like this is the last spell. This is the final spell.
This is the final spell, but not the last spell. Don't worry about Imperishable Knight's confusing terminology. So we don't actually have bombs, so I'm just gonna go like try to graze this as hard as I can.
Imperishable Knight spell naming is kind of like essay naming, where it's like, you know, essay version 1, essay version 2, essay version 2 _ final.
Is that actually how the ECL has it written?
I honestly wouldn't be shocked.
For those who don't know, ECL is like the code George.
Yes.
George? Zune uses for
George,
right.
I wish.
George. Yeah, George is now Zune. Oh, okay, we get imperishable
Germans do drink a lot of beer after all.
So this is the one. So this is the first time we're actually going to be seeing the hitbox of the character. Say hi to the hitbox.
So there's a strat where we actually want to die on this card at a very specific moment.
Yeah.
For some reason, dying here and canceling from the star items gives you more points than capturing the card.
Well, the reason why is because time increases. What am I doing?
Oh, that was
we're not gonna see it. We're not gonna see it. Basically, time. Whenever you collect time, the spell capture bonus increases.
That is time.
And
yeah, almost exactly 15 minutes. Nice run.
That was also
so you can see, obviously, there's a huge difference in the score.
Yeah, almost a 2 billion. That is a massive difference. Yeah, we're not even getting like a good amount of bonus score.
But still, that's an awesome showcase of scoring in this game.
Yeah.
And
there's no need for any
oh my god,
blockers.
it was exactly, I kid you not, exactly 15 minutes on the timer on screen.
Yeah, 15 minutes. 15
Wait, was it
0.1.
Was it 15 minutes? Oh, I should have saved it.
15 minutes, 0 seconds, 1/10. So you're 1/10 off of the perfect run. Unacceptable. That's how. Generally, that's how.
Yeah, so that was an extra.
A random in-between run between. Also a good warm-up to showcase the game when the next runner will join, because Iron is the game that's gonna be coming up.
Yeah, hopefully that introduced you a little bit into the what the next run's gonna look like.
Now we're gonna see Imperishable Knight full game survival.
Also, shout out to Imperishable Knight having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shot types.
Yeah, 4 teams and 8 solo shots.
Technically, Hidden Star has 16.
Well, Hidden Star does have 16. And for context, I've cleared all of them. Lunatic, no bomb, no release.
No miss?
It wasn't no miss. Wait, no bomb. Fuck.
I was gonna say you Ellen and HPC all shots.
No, if I Ellen and Hidden Star all shot, that would be like I would be blue bus, okay?
Or
Alright. I do want to clarify that there's no ending blocker for this as well, because it's extra stage, so we're all good on there. But
extra stages don't have any bonus endings.
We don't have endings on extra. But yeah, that was a fun run. Thank you, Turbo, for showing us this last second, and I guess we can pass it off back to DJ and to cue us out for break here. Unless there's any last shoutouts you have to do, Maya, or anything, I'll show you.
I haven't thought about anything, but shoutouts to Gastari for hosting the running the Touhou Replay Showcase server.
Yeah.
Also for running TRS overall. Shoutouts to George for making an awesome tournament. And overall being a great community leader. They've made the community grow quite a bunch.
Thank you.
Yeah. And hopefully I get big cancels. I'm not gonna be running. Yeah, bigger cancels. I'm not gonna be running anymore because I'm half sick. So
Alright. DJ, cue us out.
Right.
All right. So first of all, thank you for that. That was a phenomenal run. Definitely inspires me to get into PCB, or Perfect Cherry Blossom. And we will be right back with more of Touhou Replay Speedromizer block. Take it away. Welcome back to Speedromizer 6, the marathon where what you submit is not what you run. If you're wondering what this whole marathon's about, Speedromizer is a charity marathon with a twist where what you submit is not what you run. Accepted runners are randomly assigned a game from someone else and have 90 days to learn the respective game. If that sounds like an awesome concept to you and you want to check this out for yourself, make sure you join our Discord at speedromizer.live/discord. And if you are wondering who we're raising money for, we are raising money for QMUNITY. QMUNITY provides Community's priority is to ensure that they continue to show up for queer, trans, and two-spirit communities every day. They are leading with stability, continuity, and building trust. That is how they, as a community, can work towards a providence where all two-spirit, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersexual, and asexual people can live free from harm and discrimination. And if that sounds like an awesome concept to donate for, ! Donate. You have just a little bit more to get those donations in for our next run of Touhou Imperishable Night. Just a quick update on that. So we have the choose the category and choose final stage bid war or poll options up. Currently in the lead for choose the category, it is Lunatic 1cc. 1 credit clear, in the lead at $45 with hard no bomb at $33. If you really want to see that hard no bomb category, get your donations in for that. We also have the choose the final stage, and that is, looks like Final B Kaguya is in the lead at $12, while Final A Irene is at $7.01. Get your donations in. If you really want to influence the outcome of this next run. We also have the Disney Pixar Brave choose the outfit in poll. Gown versus Guard. Gown is currently winning at $34.99 Canadian, while Guard is at $25. So if you want to influence that. And then finally, the Resident Evil 3 choose costume poll. Currently, there are no donations on the other 4 options, which is sad to see, because Disco is in a commanding lead of $101 Canadian. So, if you wanna help me out and I don't know, choose literally anything else other than Disco, get your donations in ! Donate or speedromizer.live/discord. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got Imperishable Night coming up by TESM. All right, Speedromizer community, we are all set for Touhou Imperishable Night by TESM. Take it away.
Running this game, and I'm gonna do a lunatic 1cc of Imperishable Night. I'm gonna be picking Border Team because I like that team, and I get to fight Marisa. It comes into play in 4B if my laptop doesn't play, and if the other commentators want to commentate.
Hi,
Yes,
so I'm Proxima. I was nominally the teacher for this run, but since the runner was already ahead of my level, I didn't actually do much teaching, but I'm here to watch and see how things go.
And hello, I'm Drifrano. I'm just someone that plays this game kind of a lot and just here to commentate because I'm always happy to see this game being played.
Yep. And honestly, I don't know why my game is lagging a little bit, but yeah, that's a problem for future me when I get to Marisa.
Yeah, it seems to be like hovering around 58 to 60. Like, it's some slowdown, but it's nothing major. I don't think it would like change reaction times or things like that. It happens. Those games are old. Like we tend to disregard that. But this game came out in 2004. It turned 20 this year, and yeah, performance-wise, it's a bit complicated at times.
Already fast bomb, love it.
So should we start explaining some of this game's gimmicks?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
So one that you've just seen there is that this game has a far larger death bomb window than any of the other Touhous, but it does cost 2 bombs.
Yeah,
The main gimmick of this game, though, is that instead of a single character, you always play as a team, unless you unlock solo shots, but here we're doing a team, so when you focus or unfocus, that changes which character you're controlling. They have slightly different shot powers.
Yeah, but basically, like when you're focused, you're on yokai, and when you're unfocused, you're gonna be a human. It matters. Well, first of all, because those are 2 different shots, right? And like on this team, you want to be unfocused to have like some sort of homing that can shoot everywhere. And when you're focused, you're gonna have yokai, which is forward-focused shot, right? And
yeah, it also matters for time collection, which are the tiny little purple things that are always being generated. This is mostly important in scoring, but it does have a small effect in survival, in that if you get enough time orbs during a stage, so on the far right you can see a counter going up, and the target was 3,000, which we've already gone past. So that means we're going to get an extra spell card at the end of a stage, which is called a last spell, but you can't actually die during these.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you get hit during a last spell, the last spell is over, but you don't lose a life. You also can't bomb, but it doesn't matter much. Those are like bonus content, unless you're going for like scoring or etc.
Right.
And yeah, and the last thing that really differs between being focused or not, when you're unfocused, you're gonna be as a human, right? And so like most bosses and like some of the fairies, like the mobs, spawn things that are called familiars, right? And you will see it's like an extra stuff that's thrown by the fairy, and that usually shoots bullet. And like when you're a human, like you see those 4 things around, those are familiars. When you are a human, you can shoot them, but your shot will be blocked by them. So you can destroy them, but you will do less damage to the enemy than if you're focused. In which case you go through it.
And the familiars are also extremely important for time generation, because when they die, they cancel bullets around them into time orbs.
Yep.
And this is particularly important in stage 2, the one we're on now, because this time requirement is actually a little bit tighter than most of them. It can be a little hard to get enough time if you don't know what you're doing, but I think we're going to be, well within the target.
Yeah, it should be fine. Another thing about the time requirement is when you die, I think Death Bomb also, you will lose some time orbs. So yeah, basically, unless they die 3 times on Mythia, which I hope they don't, but surely they wouldn't, then it should be fine for the last spell requirement.
Okay, yeah. So we're into Mystia now. A couple of her attacks are a bit tricky.
Yeah, mostly, I mean, this one is very tricky for scoring, but we are not seeing that. Mostly the first spell she has, and the non-spell too. I guess we should explain that. Basically, bosses in this game have 2 different types of attacks. You have like the spells which have a name in the top, and you have non-spells which are usually less structured patterns, a bit more simple to understand. And so this is the non-spell, the first non-spell, so we call it non-1 for simplicity. And when you will see that the boss fight dies, you will go into spell 1. And so this is one of the 2 problematic patterns that Mystia really has. It's just a lot. Like, there's nothing much to say that you have a lot of things you have to read from kinda all directions. It's pretty tough. And we directly go into non-2. And non-2, especially as border team, is pretty bad, because you see all the familiars you have to kill, and they all go in a random direction. And it can fully wall you, and you can't do anything. We got pretty nice RNG there, though. I think we skip the second one.
Yeah, if my game doesn't die. Thank you.
Okay. We're all good.
And now we're about to encounter Mystia's gimmick, which is that she makes parts of the screen darker, so you have less time to see the bullets approach.
It is not really an issue, because the spells that uses that are mostly, I mean, those 2 spells, like this one and the one before, are static and aim, so you can just predict what they will do, and you have all the time to read.
Yeah,
for the
all
last
the bullets
spell,
are moving in straight lines as well.
Yeah, for the last spell that's coming, it's a bit tighter, but usually you just wanna move down with the bullet so that you have time to read. It's a pretty rough spell.
If I could actually cap it.
But it doesn't matter. As we said, it doesn't matter much. It's just bonus content. Oh, your game? Oh, you're at 50 FPS.
Oh, now it's better.
Okay. Yeah, encountering some lag, sadly, but...
Yeah,
one more little thing to mention is that this game, like PCB, which we saw earlier, you gain extra lives through number of point items, but unlike PCB, it has a last extend at 1100, so we should be able to get all of them during the run.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it depends on the final. It's way tighter to get it on final A, because you have less enemies that give time off at the end.
Yeah, that is true.
But yeah, we'll see. Like, this game gives you 9 lives total. We might miss one, but that's still 8 lives. And this game also gives you a lot of bombs. And so if you bomb, and even if you death bomb, you have kind of a lot of resources. The game is not free. That's not what I'm saying. It's still a very hard game. But
so here
for Lunatic, it's on the easier side usually. For Lunatic 1.
So Heine's kind of gimmick is that some of her patterns are really dense and look terrifying. We'll especially see this in the main boss fight, but they're actually really learnable. And I should mention that Imperishable Night is the first game in the series, I think, that has in-game spell practice. Don't need to install a special mod.
Yeah, and also, I mean, Kaine has also this particularity. Remember, like the human and yokai thing when you're focused or unfocused. Kaine, she has familiars, right, like the rest, but also you can see that the bullets change if you're focused or not. if you're unfocused, the bullets tend to be less dense but faster, and when you focus, there will be more of them but way slower. And if you change too much between the two, it can be pretty threatening. Also, this build is very hard because you get those explosions of bullets from the side, and bullets can come somewhat from behind you or from the side, and it can get very tricky. And yeah, that's a very
good,
nice
good
card.
capture.
Very hard build. Then this is just mostly a route. It's a bit annoying, but it's nothing too. So we got none two. You want to break those familiars at the start, at least some of them, so that after that, when you focus, you have less bullets to less bullets to dodge. This build is somewhat weird overlaps. It's not too threatening. It's just a bit. It's a bit confusing at first, but it's frankly not too bad. And yeah, and something I should mention now is something I should mention now is that this game has two final bosses with two final stages, and there is a ball for that. But it also has two stage 4 bosses, and which one you encounter will be depending on the team. And so, since we are playing Border Team right now, we are gonna see Marisa as a boss fight. But if you were to play
there are two
Magic
stage
Team,
bosses. The gimmick is that Reimu and Marisa are the main heroines of the series, and they're going to fight each other.
Yeah, because it would be weird if you fight Reimu as Reimu.
You can do that if you select stage practice, though. I think.
You can do it even in stealth practice, but
not in the game
not
itself.
in full game, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna see Marisa. Marisa tends to be a bit easier than Reimu, mostly because of her last spell, but both are relatively on the similar difficulty, and it's kind of also true for the final bosses, except if you go for perfect runs, in which case Reimu and Kaguya get way harder. But for just clearing 150, it doesn't matter.
But there's a lot of dense bullet clouds in this stage, but as you can see, clearing the familiars really helps to clear up the bullets, so it's not nearly as nasty as it might look.
Stage 4 is all about like not getting overwhelmed, basically. Like you really want to kill the fairies as fast as possible, and yeah, not if you don't kill some fairies fast enough, you're gonna have pretty rough time. But once you know the stage, it's not too much of an issue unless you're sort of Reimu. Don't play that. And we're entering Asteroid Belt. This pattern first of all, it looks very cool. Like this is one of the patterns I would show to someone to be like, yeah, look at how Touhou patterns look like. It's also it's a pretty hard pattern. It gets consistent when you play it for a while, but it is very, very threatening at first. Very nice cap.
This one is a bit weird as well. Some of the gaps can get a little bit tight.
This one is mostly on fun. Like, it's not too hard, it's just you have to learn a route, and it will change sadly. Yep, that's a very nice bomb.
Yeah.
And I don't have the time to explain Event Horizon. It's a fairly complicated spell. There is a lot of strat that would require me 5 minutes to explain, so just look at it and enjoy, I think. The Touhou franchise is kind of known to have like very graphic patterns, and Marisa certainly is not exception. Like
Well, this is one of the very rare times in the series where we get an extra stage portion in the middle of a boss. Is it the only one?
It's the only time, and it leads to yep, nice bomb. Yep, we're not getting out of that one. Yeah, this is the only time it happens, and it also makes. No, you dropped a bomb. Okay, yeah, we are still fine. Oh, you're very good. Like honestly, the resources right now are very, very good.
Yeah, no danger really.
The only problem is it's just me paying attention because my eyes just kind of wander a bit.
Oh yeah, this is non-3. Non-3 is like very random and frankly very bad. Like probably the others by the end of Marisa after a bit.
So this spell card has a weird route that some players use where you do it at the top of the screen, but we're not seeing that today.
This spell card has 3 methods to be done. You can do it at the top of the screen and you dash through the stars. You can also use like the laser despawning for a bit in order to do damage, and there is also a safe spot, but it's not really doable with Border Team because of damage. And we're entering Double Spark, which, first of all, it's pretty hard, and second of all, it makes your screen shake. And when you're trying to like see where bullets are with the screen shaking, it's really annoying. So, oh yeah, ooh, very, very nice. That was a very rough Double Spark. Yeah, no, so far the run is very, very clean. Like, you lost, well, you got killed. Like you're one missing in terms of bomb. Like there was some nice usage of them. No, it's a very, very good fight. You're gonna get 2 more lives. You're almost at 800. I think even if it's final A, you're gonna get the last extent. We have Final Spark, which is most. I don't know, you didn't get it by the laser.
No, it's just active testing moments, trust me.
Yeah, no, like the hitboxes in this game are weird, especially this laser. Despite how it looks, the hitbox of that big laser is a rectangle, so you can get killed by not being in it, which is pretty interesting.
Alright. How's the polls looking for funnel A or B?
Yeah, let me do a quick refresh on that. Looks like... Am I closing this out, or...?
No, it's stage 5.
Yeah, so Final B Kaguya is still in the lead at $12 versus Final A.
People want me to die, I guess.
Do you wanna influence that? Exclamation mark donate. Get your donations in for that.
Or something like that.
Exactly.
It's fine.
Very, very nice. That's a very nice macro. Yeah, this is sort of a spam. It's also like a matter of, can you kill the fairies fast enough so that they don't overwhelm you, and at the end you get the screen clear.
Yeah, we love screen clears.
It's something that's usually not too threatening, and one every 10 times it's very, very bad.
Oh, that was just a dumb death, wasn't
it? It happens.
Unfortunate, but we still have plenty of resources.
I've died to this on. Ooh, you might, yeah, bomb. Oh, yeah, very nice.
It's fine. I got into Tay a little bit.
Okay, and we were entering Tay, kind of an infamous boss for multiple reasons. First of all, the first non is like this, is rough. Yeah, that's on the timing for sure. And second, you have a safe spot on this, which we're not gonna see right now, but there is a safe spot on the second half.
I wanted to cancel.
Yeah, good use of power cancels.
Yeah. When you get full power in the game, like the screen will get cleared of bullets. It's it can be used like when you die to a spell and it drops power, you can clear some of the rest of the next norm. And I guess we saw it there. It wasn't too important, but there are some situations where it definitely helps, like Ganon 2 or Kaguya-non 3.
This is the last game in the series, isn't it, that has power cancels?
Yeah, I mean, basically after that we had Touhou, this is Touhou 8. After that we had Touhou 9, which was a bit of an outlier because it's a Phantasmagoria game. And then there was a soft tribute of the series with Mountain of Faith. So there is like a lot of mechanics in this game that were also in the previous games that simply aren't in the later one.
Anyway, we should talk about the next boss, Raysen.
Raysen's gimmick you're gonna see very soon on Spell 1. I'm just waiting for it to happen. Yeah, she kind of frees time, but not in the same way as Sakuya can in USD.
So every time that the screen goes like that when the large red eyes appear in the background, the bullets don't really exist for a while. But you have to get used to how long this lasts, because they will suddenly start existing again, and you use that time to reposition yourself kind of at the start of a path, so that you'll be able to move through the bullets in the period until they're safe again.
Raysen spells are very like timing based, basically. Like you want to do a short action and repeat it in time with the thing. And you can mostly see it in this spell, right? Like you will get walls that will show up, and you have to go down with it. And then once the time, the illusion is moving the bullet, you want to go back up, choose another gap, and once you're in the gap, go down with the bullet. And it's all rhythm based. It's a pretty cool fight. It's not the hardest spell, but except the last spell. The last spell is something.
Yeah, fortunately the last spell doesn't really matter because you can't die on it.
Yep.
Something I kind of should mention, you may have seen at the end of stage screen every time we finish a stage that there's a game clock that goes up by half an hour each time, and if you didn't get the time requirement for the stage it would go up by a full hour. That's part of the game's story. We're basically trying to make things last as long as they can, and if it gets to 5 AM then you just lose.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it only matters for if you go for continues. Basically, every time you use a continue, you will lose half an hour, and so you can get kind of a lot of continues in this game. Up to 5, I think, if you get all the last spells.
Yep.
But yeah, for 1cc, it somewhat matters for Kaguya last spells, but it really doesn't.
Yep.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted on stream. So we actually, that poll actually exploded a little bit. We have a $5 donation that says, from George, that says, Tesm plays Final A. And we have a $10 donation from Saris that says, Irene, I can't pronounce that, Tasukete Irene. I butchered that horribly. So, needless to say, Final A has taken a commanding lead at $22.01 versus Final B at $12.
Do I have time to say I will give money after the run if you go to Final B?
If you want to donate, sure, but
I don't have to do the donation, but I swear I can. How much is it?
I'm gonna say either get the donation in now or.
Yeah, I don't have the time. Like my bank.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
Yeah, so Final A.
Final A it is.
Let's go! I actually get to fight a boss.
I assume I'm closing this out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while we go through the stage portion, let's just talk about why there are two finals. So within the story, if you boot up a new copy of Imperishable Night and play for the first time, you will be forced into Final A. It's kind of like a false ending, and you unlock the ability to aim for the true ending in Final B after completing it once. And then after you've completed both, on every playthrough after that, you can just choose.
Yeah, and basically what happens is, I mean, the story of this game is fairly complex as far as story goes, so I will not be able to explain all of it, but basically what happens is that the final A boss, Erin, is basically the cause of the incident, but it was made for the final B boss, which is Kaguya, and that we are not gonna see. And so, yeah, first of all, like the first time you fight Erin, and then if you come back, you can also fight Kaguya, which is I can't really explain without going for the full story of the game, and I don't think I have time.
It's fine, but I hate that non-spell.
Yeah, this non-spell is very rough. That's the thing for a lot of the game is there is very complex strats that exist for a lot of it. Like you will see, like every non-spell that we should just see. I can find you a 3 pages document in how to dodge it with like example and stuff. And once you know it, most of the patterns become not too threatening. But it's such a learning effort that most people don't. So the difficulty of this game mostly depends on how much you know it.
So we've got plenty of resources now going into the Erin fight.
Yeah, we have 6 lives, and which each life, when you die, you get 3 bombs. This should be. I don't see how you can lose the run at this point.
Losing is my middle name.
Yes,
wait.
But probably not.
Oh, fuck off!
Yeah, first spell is a very weird spell. It's very hard.
It could go harder. I should stop talking and like actually focus. Like it.
You're fine.
Am I really? Or am I unreal?
So next up we have Rising Game, which is one of her more notorious patterns. It has these huge bullets that can make it very confusing to see the little ones behind them.
Yeah, it's mostly a reading challenge, and it's a lot of overlaps. Yeah, as you can see, it can get pretty tough. That's a very nice cap. It's a very annoying spell, very hard. And talking about annoying spells, well, this is a non-spell, but this is not a good pattern. It can just randomly wall you, and yeah, there you go. Well, you can't do anything. You're just dead.
I love getting move.
Yeah, you have to predict where the gaps are going to be a long time in advance to leave the possibility of getting into them.
Sometimes there is simply no gap.
And this is Omoikane. This is a bit of a tricky pattern because the movement is very unusual. We're in this tight gap that we have to stay within that's rotating around the screen while we move through the other pattern of bullets.
Yeah, it's a very, very visual pattern. Like, it's very hard to do, but there is nothing like very complex to know about it. It's just hard.
Good gap though.
And there you can see like a good example of power control. Like we delayed taking the power in order to control more bullets. Make the numb slightly easier. It's still pretty long, but it makes it. And here we got Apollo 13. Very infamous spell too. Remember how I said that, yeah, you could find like 3 pages document for a spell. This one, there is a 27-page document on how to dodge it.
Yeah, very, very tight gaps that are going to close up and then reopen, and you just have to know how to move through them.
Yeah, basically, like, you can just gorilla and, as we say, like, just read and try to dodge as was done, and that was a very good cap. But also, if you want, like, big consistency, you're gonna have to learn this spell, and it's a lot to know.
So we're on the final pattern now, and this one is rather gimmicky. So there's a huge number of familiars, and these bouncing bullets are going to pass through the familiars and make them spawn this spam.
Yeah,
there's a number of different strategies you can do here. One thing that some players like to do is take out some of the familiars early on to make the pattern less dense.
Yeah, there is a lot of different strats. You can do... there is a strat where you misdirect all bullets. There is a strat where you just kind of go there and at the model and don't care about the familiars and just shoot Irene. You can break the lowest one and then go for Irene, break a side. There is like... everyone has their own strategy on it. But yeah, if you don't break any familiars, yeah, look at that. This is what can happen when like you just get bullets from everywhere and it's very, very overwhelming.
Oh yeah, last spells exist.
Yeah, we do have one last spell. Again, this one does not really matter. At this point you have won the game, but this is just a final challenge. It's a long survival spell. It's 90 seconds and it's going to go into a slowdown mode if we get near the end.
It's 140 seconds. Basically what happens is the other boss, which is Kaguya, has 5 of them. But since this one is so long, they basically last the same time despite like how much of them there are. And yeah, so for the first part, it's not too interesting. You just wanna kinda like circle
and then
around.
she's gonna suddenly surprise us by adding a stream of aimed bullets.
Yeah,
but if you know that that's coming, you can just stay ahead of it.
Yeah, it's just doing like a circle, and you wanna go back down. Yet, very nice. And those are like kinda overlapping waves of bullets, but it doesn't really take the time to get too annoying. This one is fairly annoying. It's like you got those crossing bullets. Yeah, it can be pretty tight. And after that, there was like still 50 seconds of the spell remaining. It's a very hard spell. Gotcha. That's
yeah,
a
good clear.
With like very, very good resources. That was a very, very clean run. GG.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, I died and I didn't die. Honestly, I don't know how I kept most of the spells on Erin, because I was expecting to die on Apollo 13, and basically I didn't expect to capture the spells I did capture, and I didn't expect to die on the ones I did die on.
Yeah, honestly,
that's how Touhou often goes. That was exactly what happened in my run. Different spells, but
yeah, usually it happens a lot. Like since there is the hardest, a lot of the hardest spells, right? And like that's the spells you will practice the most. And so usually most of your misses will not be on the very hardest pattern. Some will, of course, like, but in this run, like all the very hard spells you kept, like you got Asteroid Belt, you got, I mean, most of Irene, like you got Apollo 13. You got all of Mystia, well not the last spell, but all the meaningful one for 1cc. You got Ephemerality, like a lot of very cool spells.
Hey Joe.
And yeah.
Alright. Well, thank you again for another wonderful Touhou run.
Better. Yeah, I could have done better, but you know, I don't really care. I'm just playing for fun. That's what this event is about. Just have fun, show this off games, and yeah, don't die.
Don't die.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Am I still streaming?
All right. We will be right back with the next run in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Oh yeah, Last Words exists. These are like bonus things that you can unlock after doing certain things. Oh yeah, good. I can show off this Yukari spell, which is absolutely fucking stupid, which I love, where, like, you know how you like to dodge in shmups? You can just stand still for a bit of this. Oh no, it goes on. It goes on way too long.
Yeah.
You can do this with each character. And yeah, that's where it ends.
Yeah. All right. So we will be right back with more Speedromizer content. Don't go anywhere.